not alone. And we have shown the nation that Fort Worth will not only stand up for our equality, but we are ready to lead the charge in the Lone Star State. Our next speaker is a long-time Dallas-Fort Worth radio and TV personality and a veteran of the LGBT civil rights movement. Rick is creator and host of the VanderSliceSalon.com, a forum for exploring important ideas and debating compelling issues. Along with Dallas writer and poet R.J. Jackson, Rick is co-creator of a brand new website, the Rick and R.J. Collaborative at rickandrj.com. He describes it as a studio factory for whatever they can think of. A member of the Board of Advisors for Queer Liberal Action, my friend, it is an honor to welcome Rick Vanderslice.
Thank you. Isn't activism fun, huh? Even when you're sweating like this, it's nice. To see all of you show up like this, it is so gratifying. A lot of people think maybe activism is so 1960s. Do we believe that? Some people think getting out and making noise makes waves, and if you make waves, that could be counterproductive. Do we believe in that? Some people say that it's best to be at least happy that we're at the table and compromise full citizenship, full rights, because, well, it's just less excessive and it's less hard to accomplish. Do we believe that? Okay, I'll be brief, but before I start, I'd like to put a shout out to some new heroes in the GLBT human rights pantheon. And those are the great witnesses at the Rainbow Lounge who have come forward and given their testimony and said, hell no, we won't stand for this. So for Randy Norman, the GM, and Thomas Annabelle, who kept such detailed notes, and as we mentioned, Chuck Parter, who had the wherewithal to get his little phone cam out and get to work and remember things, and so many of them. So these are our new heroes, and let's hear it for them right now. Some may think that our story began with Stonewall. It's called the Stonewall Rebellion. It was 40 years ago, I know. A lot of us here weren't around. Unfortunately, it doesn't include me, but still. But we have come a long way. We have a rich history in our struggle for equal rights as GLBT Americans. We've had many wonderful heroes and allies that helped bring our movement to where it is today. And of course, from that day in June of 1969, when we decided to stand together, to take action, and to demand our equality. And we're here today to do it once more. The events at the Rainbow Lounge in Fort Worth 2 weeks ago clearly demonstrate that even though it's been 40 years, our full and equal civil rights and protections under the law has not been accomplished. Are we angry? Yes. Are we going to make noise? Yes. Are we going to unite and finally work to get our equal rights as GLBT Americans? Yes. Okay, well then we have some business to do. We have to be aware of our past as much as we can. And though the modern gay rights movement started in the 50s and 60s here in America, and we do have some early ancestors that we ought to know about and celebrate. They are, just to name a few, Harry Hay, Allen Ginsberg, Harvey Milk, Larry Kramer, Robin Tyler, Patricia Nell Warren, many, many more. Go to your bookstores, get up on the web, and learn about the heroes and the history of our movement. And I promise you, it will empower you, because we have had a very long history. We've had a diaspora that's been as long as the whole history of mankind. And we have added to the civilization of mankind like no other tribe in history. And for that, I'm proud. of us gathered here today worked very hard to elect Barack Obama to the presidency. And we were inspired and motivated by his campaign promises to the GLBT community to work for our full civil rights. We worked hard to elect a large Democratic majority to the Congress so they would fulfill their promises to our community inscribed in the Democratic Party platform. So far, we have been disappointed because there's been a lack of action and progress at our behalf. Are we going to stand for that? What are we going to do? We're going to make noise. We're going to show that we're united, and we're not going to sit down until we've had our equal rights given to us. We demand it, we don't ask. Now today, we state very clearly for all to hear, including President Obama and the Democratic Party, now is the time for full civil rights for our community. No delay, no excuses. Earlier this spring, a group of GLBT activists and thinkers from across the country gathered at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport to spend several days developing a list of 8 guiding principles to unite and empower us and our community in our fight to finally achieve our full civil rights. I'm going to read to you those 8 principles as I end my portion here. Think clearly of how reasonable and how obvious these demands are. We want 1, full civil rights for lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and transgender individuals. They must be enacted now. Delay and excuses are no longer acceptable. We will not leave any part of our community behind. Separate is never equal. Religious beliefs are not a basis upon which to affirm or deny anybody's civil rights. The establishment and guardianship of full civil rights is a non-partisan issue. Individual involvement and grassroots action are paramount to success and must be encouraged. That's why there's a Queer Liber Action. 2 more. Success is measured by the civil rights we achieve, not by the words, access, or money raised. And finally, those who seek our support are expected to commit to these principles. So today we stand up. Today we join the fight. Today we will promise to work together. And tomorrow we will win. We will win. We will